Well, good morning, everybody. Maclovio Perez, 25 News Now, and we're here to update you on Beryl. Beryl, of course, is the storm that has been sort of moving around on us a little bit. Therefore, the track has now shifted slightly to the east. That changes a lot of things. So we're going to try and go through that to just first reduce the anxiety. That's important. Number two, give you a real good indication of where it's going to go. Like latest coordinates, it's still a tropical storm, okay? And I say that not to make light of it, but at least it's not a hurricane. Now, it is forecast to strengthen a little bit to a Category 1, but that's 75-mile-an-hour winds, and we can make it through that, no problem. We've been through these before. The question is, are we going to get the torrential rain or not? And the answer is not as much, okay? That's good for the Victoria area. Here are the coordinates. We're looking at 25.9 north and 95.1 west. The winds are at 65 miles an hour. It is moving to the northwest at 10 miles an hour. Pressure, of course, is dropping, and that's why we expect this to strengthen up a little bit. So let's go forward and see the path of the storm. Now, the path takes it originally, since yesterday, they've been talking about Matagorda Bay, okay? Now, I'm going to push it over about maybe 25, 50 miles, almost to Brazoria County. So that puts us on the drier side of the storm. We're going to get some strong winds tonight about midnight, and then after that, we're going to be seeing, of course, some heavy rain. But the heaviest side of the storm is actually going to be going through Brazoria County on up toward the Galveston area. So we are certainly going to be watching it for you here. As a matter of fact, we're going to be doing hourly reports, bulletins every hour at the top of the hour. If you need to go get something done, now's the time to do it. What should you be doing? Make sure anything that can fly away in a 50, 60-mile-an-hour wind is not outside. Bring that inside. First, second of all, the coastal areas you should be moving up to higher ground right about now. If you're concerned, if you have, shall we say, if you're nervous, okay? If you're nervous, don't want you to be nervous. We're going to make it through this, but the storm will be coming ashore about 2 o'clock in the morning, but we'll start feeling heavy bands of rains coming through this evening, and then heaviest overnight, and then by sunrise, it'll be onshore, weakening but moving northward. So we are looking at it right about here, and as you can see right there, that's the 7 a.m. Monday position. It'll still be about 85 miles an hour. So it's going to be quite windy throughout all of the crossroads. We are going to get storm conditions. There's no doubt about that. But it is not a major Category 3 storm. That's sort of helps us out. And the other fact is that always it's the right side of the storm that's the strong side, because it is moving up onshore. The back side of the storm over here is a little bit drier, so we're not going to see the 9 to 10 inches of rain that we were earlier worried about. That's going to happen toward the Galveston area, and for us, we're still going to see probably in the 3 to 5 inch range. Still very wet, but not the torrential downpours that we were worried about earlier. Here again is a fast, you can see how it actually got a little bit better organized this morning. That's why it's still forecast to get up to a 1. And as it does move, here's other information that's very valuable. See all these little squiggly lines? Well, those are all the computer models that are in a very sharp agreement that it's going to go up just to the east of Victoria, and then roll up into East Texas, and then actually start moving quite quickly. Once it gets onshore, it's actually going to move rapidly up to East Texas. So they'll be getting some heavy rain in the Houston area out of this, at Conroe, all the way up to Longview. So that is what Beryl is going to do. And now here's another map that's very helpful. You can see the heaviest rainfall in the 4 to 6 inch range from where? From just east of Victoria all the way to Beaumont. And of course, as you get to the west of Victoria, it drops down to the 2 to 3 inch range. So that's the situation as of right now. We've got the storm coming in at night tonight, number 1. Number 2, the rain is going to start getting heavier during the day. Number 3, if you have anything outdoors that you don't want to get to fly away, even trash cans, you know, the empty trash cans have the tendency to fly away. Bring all that in, secure your property. We're all going to shelter in place, watch the storm go by. The good news is that we're not going to get the torrential downpours that we earlier thought, because the center of it is now going to be east of us, and that is going to be coming in tonight. Tomorrow, Monday, is a very rough day. It's going to be very windy, 50, 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be blustering. It's going to be stormy all day long. And then by Tuesday, we do get a little bit of a break. So we will certainly be here at 25 News Now watching it for you. We're going to be doing bulletins every hour on the hour. If you are satisfied with where you're at, terrific. If you're not, now's the time to get ready for this, because it's going to get a little nasty, certainly by sundown tonight, as the bigger storms, the outer bands, basically start affecting our area. Those of you along the coast, remember, we have very high tides coming in with the storm surge on top of that, 1 to 2 feet. So avoid the coastal areas. For those of you in mobile homes, you got to be either lock them down or move them in, or find stronger shelter. Okay, they will be vulnerable for maybe a wind blowing them over, and that's always a concern. So leave it right here on 25 News Now. Every hour on the hour, we'll get you an update and make sure that we can shelter through the storm. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll be back in 1 hour.